Hello. My name is Eve Mashamba. I am the director and founder of VU, and this is In Conversation With. In Conversation With is basically a platform that I created in order to bring phenomenal individuals such as our guests right here, in order to share what they do, inspire us, and essentially encourage you to be your most authentic self in everything that you do. So our guest today is Thando Vokwana, and he is a digital content creator, an economics student at the University of Pretoria, and generally a funny guy, as he would say it. He is popularly known as Segzy Unicorn, how I know him as well. And so without wasting any further time, welcome, Thando, and thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure, it's an honor. Yeah, man. Yeah. I make videos on the internet for fun. Others are studying medicine, but hey, you're not you. Medicinal microbiology for fun. I make YouTube videos for fun. But yeah, thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much. So to jumpstart this conversation, could you please share a bit more about who Thando Vokwana is?
Okay. So right now I'm 21 years of age. I'm 20 years of age, turning 21 on the 23rd of March. I make videos on the internet. It started as a mistake in lockdown that really caught on. And just blew up, and I've just been running with it. I fell in love with that. Currently doing my final. God, if you're listening, my final year in economics at the University of Pain. Exactly, spinning to existence at the University of Pain, also known as University of Hopein, also known as the University of Pressure, the University of Pretoria. I'm in a relationship it's been a year and 3 months with my beautiful, lovely girlfriend. I'm my mama's boy. I love my mom, love my sister, love my family, love my friends. And I'm the funniest bro. Like I'm a funny guy. I'm a funny guy.
I think we're gonna have to find the spot that they can share a joke.
What you see now?
You had to emphasize the funny guy.
I can't just be knock. Who's there? Mao who? Like that doesn't make sense. I can't just knock it. I make more jokes about a situation. If you say something I can bounce off. I don't keep jokes in my t-shirt or my back pockets. You understand? See, you're laughing. Done. Easy.
All right.
I don't even make that worked.
Okay, hopefully there's something you can bounce off during this conversation and you get to experience the fun part of you as well.
Trust.
Okay, then. So you mentioned that you're a student, and personally, I believe that education is not only just about school, but it's a lifelong learning journey where you get to learn from different people, different places, different experiences, and so forth. And so how would you say education has impacted you as an individual?
Education, I feel like, is the most important thing. You know what I mean? And not necessarily within the four walls of an institution. You can learn anywhere. I'm currently studying at the University of Pretoria. There's lectures and that for a degree in economics. But I taught myself how to edit from watching other YouTube videos and stuff. That's a form of education.
Yes.
There's a lot of places to learn a lot of different things, a lot of platforms. And I just believe, on always staying educated, doing a course in varsity or just getting an online course in digital marketing from Google, watching a video how to improve your editing. You can never stop learning as a person in life. So I feel like education is something that's very important in all regards, wherever you're learning, whether you're learning at a job, practically learning at school, theoretically, you can never stop learning as a human being. So it's very important to me personally.
You've emphasized how important it is to you. And so I'd like to find out how mental health has impacted your educational journey.
For me personally, it hasn't really had that much of an impact. I'm more of a person I just do until I crash, which is a bad thing. There's been moments where I crash. Not necessarily I've been through depressive episodes, anything like that, but where I just necessarily just crash And now that like sets me back because now I gotta catch up all the work I crashed on, but I was working hard and that's the reason I crashed.
Yeah.
But so it's affected me in that regard in terms of like, just working and not taking a break. And that takes a toll on you, you know what I'm saying? Working at that rate where you don't sleep, you're just like, there's always constantly something to do. And you don't think of rest as rest. Cause I used to like, whenever like I'd have time to rest, someone would be like, yo, can we do this? Man, let's shoot. Or I need to do something, you don't, I wasn't taking days to rest. Like it's important, like the same way you'll take a day to study to what you must take time to rest. Like resting is not necessarily doing nothing. You're actually resting. So that's something important I learned after crashing a couple of times. And I haven't perfected it yet. I'm still trying to work on it though. But I make time to sleep now. Like I sleep at least 6 hours every day. And
Yeah.
then, yeah.
So besides resting, is there another way that you found to manage your crashing stages?
Mm, proper planning. Because with crashing, like the thing is, I'd just be overflooded with work because I didn't necessarily plan properly. So now I just like try to fit as much work as I can in a small time. So like, the semester starts tomorrow. Before I used to make my timetable like a week later. I'd be like, first week we're not doing anything. And then now, like I've realized I've missed out on some things in the first week, and then I need to catch up on the first week in the and like a snowball effect. So proper planning, like making proper timetables to balance everything I do, like from school to content. Like I have like slots. I'm filming Tuesday 4 o'clock, the same way you have a lecture on Wednesday 4 o'clock. You know what I mean? So just proper planning in addition to the good sleep, like making time to rest has been like a combo that's really helped prevent from crashing. Yeah.
Alrighty. So you said you're an economic student. So after the degree, where to from there? What's next? What are you planning?
Oh, I'm not gonna use this degree. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I mean, when I started it, I liked it, but then I fell in love with content, and that's been going well. And I want to pursue that full time as a career. And I recently, in the past week, started an internship at homecoming events where they host events and dabble into digital content creation. So I'm currently, learning there in that workspace, because not just necessarily how to host events and stuff, but how to secure sponsorships for events, which I could also use to secure sponsorships for my content, shooting content for events and editing, which could better my personal content and shooting my own content. So that's the plan for the next 12 months. It's a 12-month contract. And then at the end of those 12 months, I'm going to take, all the resources, all the knowledge I've learned from there to my content while still simultaneously pushing my content throughout this 12 months. I'm not going to stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, once I finish my degree at the end of this year, I'm just going to pursue content like full time. And I might, hopefully, if they extend the contract, I'd definitely stay. It's a really nice place to work at. I feel like I work at Google. It's a really nice place. But yeah, the degree, I won't lie, man. I'm just trying to get it done at this point. It was cute in the beginning. And now that I feel like I found my passion, but I don't want to just leave it, undone. So when I finish it, get the paper, my mom can frame it. I'm going to go the opposite direction of the degree. But yeah.
That is so exciting to hear. And what's even more exciting is what I want to actually ask you now. So you are the co-founder of Japanomics and Abnormal Thrift, and you're also
Yes,
the
sir.
host of Kamkav. And personally, as a person who's not very active on social media, sometimes people tend to talk about trends and I feel lost out. But because of Kamkav, that's namanje. I'm as active, guys.
Yes, as it trends.
I know where
Yeah.
I was. So could you please share a bit more about how these initiatives came about and the inspiration behind them?
Well, first of all, thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love. You know what I mean? For real, genuinely. With Kamkav, there's even a video called The Story of Kamkav on my story I did for the 1 year anniversary that I explained it in more detail. But to wrap that up, how it started was I was in lockdown. It was my boys and I say went on Twitter like you know what I'm saying, went on socials like that. So I just send them screenshots in the WhatsApp group chat. Hey, Mang is beefing Mang. It's popping. Yo, because Twitter was, I don't know what drugs people were doing in lockdown level 5, Mara. Twitter was hot. It was hot. Then one of the boys asked, I was like, dog, why don't you start like, videos or commentary videos on like the same way you do of the tweet with us. I was like, okay, I'll do it on IG for you guys. Let me name it, make it look nice. Come Gav. Then it like blew up like crazy, got 10K views and stuff like that. And then Thando Vokwana was like, move to YouTube, move to. I'm like, okay. A few people have said move to YouTube, but I was like, but if Thando Vokwana, like the big YouTubers like move, I'm like, I'm gonna move. You know what I mean? So moved to YouTube, introduced some new segments, and that's how Come Gav started really. Abnormal Thrift, I remember it was last year, also 2021, because I started thrifting quite a lot. Like I haven't bought from, I only thrift now. Like I haven't, it's been like 2 years since I last like bought clothes at the mall. Yeah, since before COVID. Yeah. So I thrift a lot, and engine, I said thrift a lot. My boys, and then people would always ask me, where'd I get this? Where'd I get this? I'm like, I thrifted in Joburg. But since I live in Hatfield, people aren't willing to make that trip, which I understand. And I only make it because, my boys are there. Then we're like, let's be the middleman and like sell clothes to make it accessible to students who live in Hatfield or wherever they may feel like thrift stores aren't around. So that's how Abnormal Thrift started. We launched last year, Feb, I forgot the date, on IG, and we posted with our own. We didn't have any stock. We didn't buy any stock. Like I posted clothes I was wearing, like clothes on my Instagram that I wore the past week. I'm like, I'm selling my clothes. It's deep, but I'm like, I'm gonna make money back. I'll buy more clothes for myself. And then, it started like that. And then it grew into what it is now, which is crazy. And how it grew in the amount of time that it did. And with Driponomics, it was first year, 2019, me and Bogo. I remember there was one day we were just both dripping. Like I was dripping, she was dripping. I'm like, Poison, please, bro, respect me. My drip is crazy right now. She's like, my boy, my drip is crazy. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, yeah. I'm like, let's let the people on IG vote. We took a snap, made it a poll on Instagram. And then we're like, yo, let's drip for the rest of this week. It was a Monday. Let's drip till Friday. And then post it on the poll every week. And then I was like, I'm starting economics, Driponomics. Fire name, clean. Then for that week, after every lecture, what lecture was it? I think it was accounting, outside our accounting lecture hall in Centenary Building on tax. We'd step out. It was between accounting and statistics. We had like a 5-minute gap between, 10-minute gap between lectures.
Yes.
We'd be there. I was dripping today, Monday to Friday. Yeah. Then like more people started to notice. And then by Thursday, like so many people in our lecture hall be like, yeah, shit, I saw your Driponomics yesterday. Who's dripping today? I'm like, that's crazy. Then we're like, then it stopped on the Friday. It was the last day. Then a couple months later, like, yo, let's bring it back, but make it an IGTV thing. Then he made it on IGTV, brought it back. I was popping, made like I don't know, like 10 episodes, like a season 2. And then we moved it to YouTube. We said, let's do season 3. Moved it to YouTube, did season 3, had like 8 episodes or something like that on YouTube, introduced our boy Njabulo, who had featured in season 2 on IGTV. And then right now we're in the process of making season 4. This is going to be crazy. The quality is going to be fire. It's about to be to the top. And yeah, that's the story of each of the things. Yeah, man, that's everything.
It is so exciting to hear, and the passion in which you're telling them, it's just like very refreshing and gives me energy. So considering the fact that you do all these things and you're also a student and you also have a life outside of all these things, obviously, how do you create balance between your professional, personal, and academic life?
Hey, man, initially I was just freestyling it. That's why I crashed. Like I was just, like imagine walking into a circus, then they're like, I don't want to give you 24 balls to juggle like a clown would. I've never juggled 24 balls in my life. Then I was just, then that's what led to crashing. So how I balance it now is just generally proper planning. Like, I schedule times from Driponomics. I schedule for Abnormal Thrift. Like working with a schedule, like our parents always tell us, make a schedule. Like, I'm a border dry. Schedule is like, but that thing actually works. Like when you make a schedule, life is like much more easier. Like you make time for certain things. Like living on a schedule is proper. So that's really what it is. Like just scheduling things, make things easier. It's still a bit lot right now. It's a lot right now. I won't lie. It's a lot. Like my schedule is full.
Yeah.
But sticking to schedule, sticking to times helps the most.
And making sure you rest in between.
Exactly. Make sure you rest in between. Rest in
Yeah.
between, Buffett. Yeah, it's important.
So now I just want to speak about being youth. And so I think the best way to get this conversation going is one myth about youth that you absolutely don't like, and just briefly debunk that myth for us.
That's a myth I've heard about me. No, there's really myths, I don't know. I guess, people are kind to me. But what's a myth? Let me think. A myth, a myth, a myth, a myth, a myth. I've heard there was this one person who thought like I made up the story about Rick giving me Gucci shoes or whatever like that. I didn't make that up. That was real. Like the
Really?
screenshots I posted are real. Yeah, she was like, "Yo, you edited these videos, these photos." I'm like, I'm not. It's not edited. Like that actually. I have these shoes here. Like I can't afford Gucci. Why would I have Gucci shoes? Like I actually won that competition. I actually got the shoes from him. I actually got to meet him. Like it actually happened. So I'd say that's a myth. I even made a video. I explained the video, and the thing is that girl, after I dropped the video, she's like, the screenshots are fake. I'm like, I literally explained. She like, the screenshots are fake. It says it's from 2 years ago. I literally explained in the video that I won this thing 2 years ago. Like I didn't say I won this competition yesterday or anything like that. Like I literally said, like if you like that girl just saw the thumbnail, the picture, I said, no, like she didn't even watch the video. So if that's still a myth, just to clarify for anybody who don't like it actually happened. If you don't believe it happened, it's okay. I still have shoes from Rick, you know what I mean? So yeah, but that's a myth that I heard that people thought I was lying about, but I was actually like, well, how do you even come up with such a detailed story, like bar for bar? Like, yeah.
Yo, if that girl still doesn't believe, this is her last chance to actually believe now, hey?
Dog, like
It's her
if she
last
still don't
chance.
believe now, Joe, she
Was
doesn't believe
her.
in anything better one. Aye, it's whatever.
You are so expressive throughout our whole conversation. And so I just want to ask, how do you build this confidence, and how important it is that you're yourself throughout the process of actually building the confidence?
That's crazy. In the beginning, when you were telling me you're shy and stuff, I was about to say the same thing, but I stopped saying it because I don't think I am anymore.
Mm.
But I was the shyest person ever. Like shy, Joe. Like I don't speak to people. I'm still very shy now. I don't like confrontations, but let me say it's way less now. I'm only like maybe shy in confrontational situations. But yeah, I was like super shy. I never used to speak. I was quiet, scared to speak to people. You know what I'm saying? Scared to say my own name. You know what I mean? Even like when someone would ask who I am, I just be there like, you know what I mean? So in
Yeah.
terms of how I built that confidence, I think it came with the content, like being in front of a camera every day, like just training myself to speak better, looking into the camera. So I built the confidence was like through content and stuff. And especially like when I worked at Tax FM, I used to watch I used to work at Tax FM in the events department and marketing activations. So I used to sit in on some presenters shows. I'd be like, yo, can I sit in there? Then I'd watch how they'd speak on the mic, and then I'd go home. I speak like, what I'm saying, to myself. Then whenever there were activations and they gave me the mic to MC, I'd like literally speak like the presenters, I'd mimic them and get that confidence in public speaking. And then making YouTube videos, get that confidence. And then, collaborating with other YouTubers, you like, bounce off the confidence. Cause like, there's nothing worse when a collab is wasted. Like, I'm not about to get the chance to film with Tata Ramberi and be shy and quiet. So I'm you know what I'm saying? So the more I on a camera, the more I can in real life with other people. So that's what I would say boosted my confidence. And I'm less shy now. I can say that. I won't lie. You know what I'm saying? I can handle social settings way better. Still, in confrontational ones, I'm like, it's bad. But in general, yeah, that's how I build my confidence. Just like the content and just constant, like, just making videos, speaking to myself helps me to know what to say when I speak to other people. Yeah.
I fully agree. It's a work in progress, and practice essentially leads to progress that you can see
Yeah.
eventually. Can't believe that we've come to the end of our conversation, but to close us off,
And that was great. That was so quick.
it was very quick, right? please just
Yeah.
share one word that you'd use to describe yourself and why that word.
Love.
Love.
Man.
Mm-hmm.
Loving. Yeah. It's my name, and I feel like the more I grow, the more I like the first thing that describes them as a person, you know what I'm saying? Before anything, your name has a huge thing. I'm about spreading love, you know what I'm saying? I love seeing people smile, seeing people happy. That's the main reason I do content. Like, I don't push it for money. You know, I always say push passion or profit, because there's days when it's tough and there's no money. And then what keeps you going when there's no money? And it's the passion. So
Yes.
yeah, I really love what I do, and I love seeing people smile. Love, just spreading love, spreading jokes, spreading happiness, spreading everything. So I say, yeah, definitely the one word to describe me, I'd say, is my own name, Thando, love, lerato, nakupenda, that's all I know, leave the, hey, that's all I know. But yeah, definitely
Lufuno,
love.
Ranzo, I'm Tonga, so I know that
Yeah,
then
yeah,
is in
yeah,
Tonga translation,
yeah,
right?
those ones, those ones.
Mhm. Oh my, you know what you
Yeah.
just said is so profound, and how you linked your name to it. It's absolutely beautiful. So thank you so, so much for your time. Thank you for today, and all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that. I genuinely enjoyed myself. Thank you for having me on your platform. I look forward to it being shared with the people. Honestly, how people will react to this. And thank you for putting it together. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for your time too. All the best with the medical microbiology for fun. You know what I'm
You're really
saying?
not gonna let this
And I
one go,
appreciate.
hey?
Nope, nope, nope. I've never heard someone who's studying medical microbiology. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna let that go. But yeah, thank you. And thank you for supporting me. You know, like thank you for watching my videos. I really appreciate the love. For real. Without me, I'm nothing without y'all. So I appreciate it for real.
Quickly, you can share your handles and platforms where people can find you.
I on all social media, except for Facebook, because that's for old people. I don't have that. I'm so sorry. I can't use the app older than me. But I'm on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube as Segzy Unicorn, Segzy Unicorn. Yes, sir.
All righty. So to end off, I'm sorry to put you on the spot once again. To end off,
I know shit.
officially end of this time. This is the last time I'm saying end off. Could you
Yeah.
please do your intro?
You know, I have to, yeah, let me stretch, you know. I'm gonna stretch the vocal cords also.
You know.
Okay. Yo, what's good? It's your boy Thando Vokwana, Segzy Unicorn, the one and only class was Epitor, said the brothers Lokopi issue.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And that's that on that. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you very much.